Hey guys, 681 Shadow. Welcome to my week 6 battle for the CPC. Now, I do apologize for this being a day late, and I also apologize for those of you who been keeping up with my anime videos for my ReZero week to not go up to the deadline. I've been more pressed for time than I thought I would be for school, so the video schedule may take a turn in probably like the coming week or so. I may have to change it up to make it more stress-free for me. Probably just like something very simple. So I may be discontinuing my Blaze Black LP or putting it on a very long hold, or maybe even my Undertale one as well. I'm not sure yet, depending on how much time everything's gonna have to take up with CPC, plus my analyst work for the PMC, plus making sure I have anime and video game content for you guys on the channel. So I was a bit pressed for time, so that's why this video is late, and there is no team builder, and the layout isn't here because I just want to get this out. I want to have it out and not be as later than it should be. So I'll just briefly go over the team that we have here. We are facing our Season 2 champion, Ryder Phase, coach of the Emerald City Milotics. And so he has what I saw from his team, he has a pretty he has a decently specially oriented team, a lot of especially offensive things like the Latios and the Amoonguss, the Heatran, the Rotom Wash. Then he has some physical stuff, but that stuff shouldn't be too much of an issue. I'm really more focused on the special threats, since the special threats make up most of his team. And so I actually have a really interesting game plan for this battle. I have my first Mon, Dimple the Medicham. Medicham is fully specially defensive to be able to live at least one Draco from a fully specially offensive Latios. So I'm trying to get like at least 1 or 2 Calm Minds up to be able to baton pass into the Charizard X, because Charizard X is also especially defensive, and if the Lottie isn't the first thing and I'm able to freely get up 2 or 3 Calm Minds, Mega Charizard X can easily 1v1 the Mega Latios and deal with his entire team carrying coverage moves. I opted to carry Roost, and then special, and I decided to run special moves, so Dragon Pulse and Flamethrower, and then I ran the Earthquake for the Heatran. And then next up I have a leftovers for Hawthorne, pretty standard. I'm pretty sure I made Hawthorne and Donphan my physical walls, I do believe. I'm not sure though. I would have to look back to see if Pharaoh is physically offensive, physically defensive or specially defensive. He may have been specially for this match, not 100% sure though. But next up we have the Donphan, who once again is pretty standard. Nothing really too special there. Then Heliolisk is standard as well. Yeah, there's a lot of those 3 sets are pretty standard. And then lastly, I have a Wakanberry Manaphy that can effectively 1v1 the Rotom Wash, and it's once again especially defensive. Because if he wants to switch in Rotom Wash on Manaphy, I can just 1v1 it with Manaphy if I keep my Wakanberry intact. But anyways, that's going to be it for the team that I brought, and now let's start up the match. So, for quick play here, he's leading off with the Beedrill. I'm leading off with what I just talked about, my fully Spadef Medicham, I forgot the name there. He goes for the Protect there, which is a free Calm Mind, which is fine. Then he goes for the U-turn, which brings me down to 33%. And now right here, I can just go for another Calm Mind. And now here, it was a bit scary because I had to calc whether or not I could live a second Draco from this thing, not a second Draco. But it shows that I actually can. And I actually think it was a roll to kill, but it was in my favor to live. So he does go for the Draco as I live right here, and I go for the Baton Pass. Now this I feel like this was a misplay on my part because I was Custap on Medicham, so I could have set up a 3rd Calm Mind, lived that, and then went for the Baton Pass. But I, for some reason, forgot about Custap, and I just Baton Passed right there. and then again, I also did not want to risk getting KO'd. So I went for like the super safe play, which does not pay off for me in the long run. So anyways, if we resume this, now we go into the Zard X, and we're just gonna Mega Evolve and take a Draco really nicely, even though it was -2 attack, and I just OHKO the Milotics. Now he's gonna switch in the Rotom. I'm gonna go for the Dragon Pulse, which brings it down, and he goes for the Thunder Wave. Now, here's where the three Calm Minds would have really helped me. If I had a third Calm Mind up, I would have been able to OHKO, and I would not have been paralyzed. So once again, that's another misplay on my part that is really upsetting, and it really turned the tide of the game for me, because Zard X would have just swept, because if I was able to one-hit the Rotom Wash, he could send out Heatran. If it's Balloon, I knock off the, which it does appear to be Balloon. I knock off the Balloon with a Dragon Pulse, and then I go for the EQ. Or depending on how much the Dragon Pulse does, I can go for just 2 and knock it out. And then a Moongus and I can easily knock out a Moongus I'm pretty sure I can easily knock it out with a +3 Flamethrower. Beedrill is paper, so I think it just gets knocked out, and then same thing for Mienshao. I would be able to knock that thing out, but not getting up with that Calm Mind really just made the game a lot harder. So then he's going to go for the Volt Switch, does nothing, of course, and he's going to switch into the Amoonguss as I go for the Dragon Pulse here. Now, here I think I switch out. I'm not sure. No, actually no, I don't switch out. He goes for the Clear Smog, which is good prep for setup Zard to have Clear Smog. This could have also been an issue in depending on how he plays, but I mean it is what it is. So he switches into his Heatran now, predicting the Flamethrower, which I did go for the Flamethrower. I don't know why I didn't just stick with Dragon Pulse and knock off the Balloon, possibly been able to EQ, but I actually misclick right there. I thought I was gonna click Dragon Pulse, but I clicked Earthquake on accident, which didn't prove to be good for me. But he's able to easily wear down my Mons with Heatran now, and it puts me in a really precarious situation where I can't do that much. And judging by that damage, he's probably especially offensive, fully especially offensive, that is. And so overall, this is just at this point it's a losing match for me, because I was not able to set up the extra Calm Mind that I needed to be able to successfully win that match. And so it's just gonna be, I'm not sure how much longer this match is, but he goes into the Rotom, sacking it off here as I got my rocks, and I'm not sure what I do. Oh yeah, I switch into the Medicham as he goes for the Pain Split. This may look like a prediction. Here, I'm just gonna pause right there. It may look like a prediction, but it actually wasn't. I was just going in to sack off my Medicham because it didn't really have much of a use since Zard X would die to rocks. So that's definitely unfortunate for me. But he does go for the Pain Split, which puts him at less HP than me. So, well, actually not less HP than me, but less HP there. And I do apologize for that. I edited out, but I had to accidentally open a window while I was recording, and didn't want you guys to see that. Some stuff on it was just like a Discord chat. No point in really showing that on the screen, but anyways, we do make that misplay that I was really kicking myself for, because I could have went for the Focus Blast. I forgot I was Cuss Stap once again. And I was like, I'm gonna get damage off a Bullet Punch. I was kicking myself because I'm Cuss Stap. That really got me. It really got me. But he's just gonna Volt Switch and kill the Medicham. I could have gotten a kill on the Rotom, but that is what it is. So now right here, I'm just gonna switch into the Pharaoh, and the only non-standard thing I have on it, it's actually able to live, and I'm able to go for the Aerial Ace, which doesn't kill, but it puts a ton of damage on this thing. So now he's gonna switch out right here into his Rotom, and I go for the Aerial Ace. It doesn't actually kill, which is very upsetting. it got really close to killing it in because I actually opted not to bring Power Whip this week, which I probably should have for the Rotom. But now, what do? I switch in the Manaphy, and the Manaphy, I think he just lets me take it out with the Energy Ball. And now he's going to go to his Amoonguss, and Amoonguss is going to basically win the game. Yeah, Amoonguss wins right here because Zara just dies to rocks, and nothing else on my team could take on an Amoonguss. So it was a good game. It was a good game to Rider Phase. He was our Season 2 champion, and I did lose to him last season. He's definitely a really good battler. His link will be in the description, as well as every other coach in the league. And to make the announcement now, sadly, Chimpact did have to drop out of the league due to personal reasons. However, we did replace him with my good friend Henry. He's pretty good at the game. He's around my skill level, maybe slightly better at some things, but I mean it is what it is. We don't face him because he's in the other conference, and he's not going to be my other out of conference game. So I don't have to face. The only time I would ever have to think about facing him is it would be finals, but I doubt I'm going to make it to finals if I'm going to be entirely honest, because we are 1 win 5 losses at this point in the season, and that's pretty bad. Sure, we've had a ton of close games, other than this one, and then my game against Trev. We've had a lot of 2-0s, 2-0 losses, and then the 1-2-0 win against Will. But next week we face yet another really high caliber opponent. We face Matty Brawlick, coach of the St. Louis Reshiram. He is definitely a very solid coach, both here and in the National Pokeball League. He almost went undefeated in the National Pokeball League Season 5 regular season, which is absolutely insane. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a fun battle with him next week. So hopefully there should be a team builder for that. But anyways, that's going to be it for this battle. Good game to Rider Phase. Thank you all for watching. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And I'll see you all next time.